What's up, guys? Here I am in my garage today with this new Giro Disciple helmet that I just bought a couple of weeks ago. Just been testing it out. I bought it off of jensenusa.com, and they have great deals, so I would highly recommend them for all your mountain biking needs. So I got this helmet in a matte black color, as you can see, and it is super matte. More on that later. It's got a D-ring buckle, as you can see, which I think is cool, and it stays on better and doesn't break like sometimes the plastic buckles do, but it is kind of a handful to get on with gloves on. It's kind of an acquired practice. And it's a medium, and the sizing is pretty much spot on, so that was good. Alright, so one thing that I really like about it is that it has excellent ventilation. There's a port there, and one right there, and then one on the other side here, and you can see straight through it, so there's nothing blocking that airflow. In addition, it's got a super wide opening for the face and some ventilation there, which is excellent for the airflow. I come out of riding BMX, so it's still a learning curve with this, but my head's not as hot as it was with a motorcycle helmet, so that's good. It also fits the big lens 100% goggles, which is always nice. Alright, another thing that I really liked about this helmet too is that it's actually got an antimicrobial liner. So what that does is it basically kills, or does its best job of killing like microbes that might come out in your sweat, and as a result it stays smelling fresh and clean no matter how much you ride in it. At least up to this point, I've been using it whenever I set foot on my bike, because I've hit my face a few times, and it is smelling fresh and clean, so that is awesome. It's also got these removable cheek pads. You see it says pull here to remove. Just in case you were to have a neck injury, or they thought you had a neck injury when you crashed, you pull those out, the helmet slides off easily. You don't have to move the head at all to get the helmet off. Another nice feature about this helmet is that the liner is removable. You can pull this tab out from under here towards the back of the helmet, and the whole liner will come out. So if it starts smelling, which is not likely, but if it does, you can just throw the whole thing in the washer and dryer over here and just get that all cleaned up. And then it just slides back in. I just took out a little piece, but just like that, and you're back riding. And finally, some of the most important and most convenient features of this helmet. For the convenient part of that, we have the GoPro mount, which is a nice angle. I didn't have any of the visor in my shot for the video, which was super nice. And the GoPro mount actually breaks off, so if you just don't like it, or if you're in a crash, instead of forcing the whole helmet rotating like this and possibly breaking your neck, it'll just snap off. You might lose a GoPro, but you definitely will not lose your neck, so that is good. The same is for the visor. It's kind of on the weak side, but it breaks off in a crash instead of sending your neck twisting like that. Just another safety feature, which I think is really nice. While we're on the safety too, it does have the MIPS right there. So what that does is it basically lets the outside of the helmet rotate a little bit without bringing the inside of the helmet with it. Like the shell rotates independently, and that can prevent your neck from tweaking like this too much, or prevent head injuries that can be kind of made worse by rotation in your head, which is good because head injuries are no fun. Alright guys, so there are two things that I don't really like about this helmet. They're both kind of minuscule, but one is that the paint is so matte that it gets fingerprints all over it. I don't know if you can see those, but they're just everywhere, and it looks ugly and stuff. Which really is no big deal, honestly. It's a mountain bike helmet, it's gonna get dirty, but that's just thought I'd throw that in there. Another is that this might be kind of ironic because it might be caused by the MIPS, but it makes all these like creaky noises, which is not confidence inspiring when you're mountain biking, but that's just kind of silly. I don't know if I'm going to put that in there, but alright guys, I got this helmet off jensenusa.com for about $200, and that is pretty close to the retail price. And that $200 goes a ways further with this helmet than it does with others. I was seeing Troy Lee Designs had a few that were in the $300 or $400, and I think Fox had a few that were that price range that did not have MIPS, and lacked the GoPro mount and the breakaway visor and all that stuff. So this is a great value, and while $200 isn't cheap for a helmet, a full face helmet is great. It is a learning curve because you can't really see right below you, but you get used to it, and in my opinion, it's very worth the face protection. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.